Hello dear friends and listeners, my name is Susan and I'm project manager of the AKKUEurope project. The AKKUEurope project is funded by the European Commission under the Erasmus Plus program. If you want to learn more about the AKKUEurope project and the Erasmus Plus program, please tune in to our first episode. Also, in the first episode, we talked about the concept of workability and the concept of the House of Workability with our project partner and expert Hans Jungler. He is also my guest today, as we are talking today about some of the tools of the AKKUEurope project. One of them is the Workability Index questionnaire.
We recorded the conversation in advance, so please enjoy listening to it.
Dear Hans-Jürgen, thank you very much for joining us today again. We had a very nice talk the last time where you brought us into the topic of workability. What does workability mean? What are the benefits for entrepreneurs and employees? What is the concept of the House of Workability, which we used in the framework of our AKKUEurope project? And today we would like to present some of the tools we developed within the project. You are going to explain 4 of the 32 tools of our AKKUEurope toolbox. And thank you very much again for joining us today.
Yes, Susan, happy to be here and happy to give a short introduction into some of these, for me, very, very interesting and it's really practical oriented tools. That's important for especially for the small and middle-sized companies, not to have a very theoretical approach. Now we created some very easy to use tools, and that's important. So there's one tool, the Workability Index. That's a tool where you have you have questions on the one side, and it's about healthy, it's about satisfaction, it's about the situation, how to work in these in the company within your situation. And that's a very well-known questionnaire where finally at the end you get a number, a figure where you can you can check yourself how your specific situation concerning workability is. That's easy to use, and it's a system which is worldwide used in general. But of course, we put this questionnaire into our toolbox. Of course, we changed a little bit so that it is especially for the small and middle-sized and small and middle companies are usable. Then we have a system or a check which we think it's quite very important. It's a check of 20 questions, 5 questions of each floor, and perhaps the listeners know that when we have the first discussion, we are talking about the House of Workability, and within this House of Workability, we are talking about 4 different floors of health, of competence, of motivation, and of course of working conditions. And from every floor, we have 5 questions where the people and the companies who answer this question get a very simple and very quick way an overview of the situation in their own company. The attractive situation, especially to this check workability, is that there's one tool for the manager and for the management, and there's another tool for the employees. So it can be used that the management first answer the situation, and you can imagine that it is not always the same if a manager is answering questions concerning the situation in the company and the employees. So, and we have here the opportunity to say, yes, when the management do it first, then there is finally at the end created an ID, and the employees can use the idea and then make their own questionnaire. And yes, there will be differences between both, and it's interesting then to start working on the field of workability. So that's the check workability, which I think it's very helpful, necessary, really also to use. But we also have a tool where we are talking about continuous learning, continuous training, which for us is very important. But we have many situations in the companies that this system is not structured. Nobody knows really what is happening in an external seminar. So the people come back and nobody is asking. And here we tried to structure this process of learning a little bit more. That means there are ideas how to what to do before going to an external qualification, and especially also what to do when one of the employees is coming back with the new knowledge, how to transfer this knowledge to all the other colleagues in a department, in an area, or whatever. So that is a quite interesting tool, also easy to use concerning competences and qualification. And we have, besides 25, 27 other tools, we also have a tool concerning onboarding. That means how to organize this process of onboarding new employees in a company. Same situation, especially in the very small companies. It is the new employees are coming, and they start working without any structured system, without any structures, supporting them to come into a company. And here we give them, it's a comfortable, easy to use tool also to give them step by step the way how to integrate in a new company. So all the tools we use are usable for especially the small and the very small companies.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hans-Jürgen. And the 4 tools you presented us today, they are really helpful and useful, I think, for employers, for employees, and they will help to improve the workability. That's what we are talking about in our podcast today, and also that was what we have been developing in our AKKUEurope project. Thank you very much again for joining us today. It really is helpful, and just go on, check our website. And thank you very much, Hans-Jürgen.
Thanks, Susan. It was a pleasure to meet you.
For me too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that was it. That was our second episode of our AKKUEurope project podcast, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it, and hopefully seeing you soon when we have our third episode. I wish you a pleasant day and hopefully see you soon. Thank you very much for listening.